Hello everyone, welcome to the stream and welcome to another day in Azeroth. I hope you are all doing fantastic this day after Christmas. A little bit of housekeeping here. I got a couple of new pieces of gear, so I finally bought a neck piece. 5 agility, 4 stamina. I bought another helmet that actually has stats. Helmets are incredibly expensive. It's impossible to find an agility stamina helmet for south of like 30 gold. So I took a 9 agility and 9 intellect because it was better than not having stats. I upgraded our shoulders and the belt. And I think that's about it. I worked on first aid a little bit and I bought the book for heavy silk bandage, so now we're using the heavy silk instead of the normal silk. Inventory is basically clean except for a plethora of quest items. And I also re-upped our elixirs. So we should be good to go for a day of fun and adventure. Amy, Lael, Tanita, Dragonsbane, Tawin, CNET, welcome everybody. I think we're gonna go to Redridge, and we have a turn-in for stockades back in Redridge, but then we also have some like level 25, level 28 stuff. Let's see, this one's level 26. I'm gonna see if we can finish up a little bit of stuff in Redridge. And then we're going to focus on finishing Duskwood. We may or may not do another Nomergon run. We have to use this flask on one more toxic enemy. And then we also have the grime-encrusted ring that we need to... I'm assuming we got to put this into the cleaning machines and clean it off. Scarlet Monastery time? I think I should probably hit 32 before we think about that. Let me see what the... Yeah, see, right now, LFG only thinks I can do Graveyard. I'd like to be able to do Graveyard and Library if I'm going to travel out there. Just because it's a lot of travel.
What can I do for you?
I mean, that being said, I could just spam Library, but... for now, we go to Redridge.
Go with honor.
We're going to wait till at least 32. I've never taken a rogue through Scarlet Monastery, but when I think about all of the loot that I'm aware of, I don't feel like there's really any rogue loot. I never do the elite quests in Redridge. I don't bother with them. I can't tell you the last time I did an elite quest. You know, unless it's like one of the few that you can just kind of solo. I just tend to skip the elite quest. The way I think about it is, however long it takes you to form a group, that's time that you could be out actually getting experience. Like, you could be out killing stuff, you could be out doing other quests, you could be doing a dungeon run. I don't like to take the time to find groups for the elite stuff while I'm questing. I just like to keep my momentum going. That's why TBC for me is a better version of Classic, because then in TBC I can solo all those quests. They're all solo quests. And that journey gets a lot smoother. Yeah, if you want to, you can. I don't mind. I don't mind just getting them done. That would be fine. Yeah, there's probably a little bit of XP behind it. It's what? It's like 3 quests, a collection quest, and 2 kill quests. Blackrock Bounty is still green. I'm gonna grab that one. Not sure that we'll actually do it. So Theral Zune is one of them. And Gaz Ilzog is the other. I thought there was a like a collect the items type of thing. Oh, there's shadow magic.
Light be with you.
That's a lower level quest. I might as well grab it because I think we're gonna get that one done naturally by killing the guys out that way. Howling in the Hills we can solo.
Hey there.
We gotta go inside the town hall building.
Well met. Go with honor, friend. Be careful.
Let's go see if Belly Grub is alive. It's a low level quest now, I think, but maybe we can just get it done.
Hey there.
Nope, no Belly Grub. I don't see a body though. It's probably gonna respawn as soon as I walk away. I have to point out that my max HP is all ones. 1,111. Nice. Carrie, welcome to the stream. Exponent Poet, welcome. Thanks for joining us today. Am I going the wrong way? I absolutely am going the wrong way. Yep. Let's go this way. David, good morning to you. RJ Gaming, happy birthday, pal. Thanks for hanging out with us today. Dragon's Bane, does Oathbound need a warlock? I don't know the answer to that, but maybe CNET does. Well, there's only one warlock online right now, and they're level 47. I don't know if that means anything, but it means something. It means maybe. What was my best Christmas present? We didn't have Christmas, we had Switchmas. And for Switchmas, we got a Switch 2 and Switch 2 stuff. And so far that's been awesome. My best Christmas present is always like being able to make my kid happy, at least for that day. And so, you know, big win. What is happening back here? Oh, we gotta go up this tower, don't we? Oh, wait. Yeah, you know what? I remember now. I remember why I don't do all of these quests, because I think one of these quests I have to run back and forth between here and the Tower of Azora in Elwyn Forest, and that's so annoying to me. That's like really annoying to have to run back and forth and do that travel. That's why I don't bother doing all these. It's just like pure laziness on my part, but I don't like doing it. Jamal, welcome to the stream. Thanks for being here. Loot is free for all. Thank you. Yeah, once you're a parent, you don't really care about like what you can get for Christmas. You really just care that your kid enjoys the day and whatever the day happened to be. That's basically where all your energy is bent at any point in time. Are we doing tower first, or are we going this way? I'm just fighting stuff. Since CNET's helping us with this, I'm not going to waste my elixirs right now. I'm going to hold on to all my elixirs and stuff until we're back to soloing. We got banished. How can he banish us if we're not a demon? Because the player spell, I'm pretty sure the player spell can only be used on demons. But this guy just straight up banished us. This is the first Alliance dungeon? Oh no, this is not a dungeon. We're doing some of the elite quests in Redridge. Some of the elite stuff that I typically skip just because it takes too long to find a group. That's all we're doing right now. It looks a little bit like Dead Mines, though. You're not wrong. Like, a lot of the tile set is similar. Leo, welcome to the stream, man. Hope you are doing well today. Thanks for joining us. Alright, one head looted. What else do we need? Right, I don't know. Is that it? Yeah. Oh, 1,000. Oh, the guy outside. Oh, I need the guy outside around the corner. I think that's all I need. As soon as I find my way out of here. Karen, good evening to you and welcome. We are doing great. Thanks for joining us. What do we have here? We have a Night Elf Priest. How can you tell an elite quest from a regular quest? It'll tell you in the quest log. It'll have a little elite marker next to it. And it'll typically, if you're using something like Questie, it'll typically mark it with like a plus. Alright, that's awesome. I think those are the only ones I'm going to do. I think I'm gonna get those done. I'm going to turn those in. I'm going to skip the rest of there's like one more elite chain that involves a lot of running around and I don't want to do it. CNET, what are you doing? You're giving me money? I'll take your gold. I appreciate it. This is mount money. So thank you. So I've been spending a little bit of gold, so yeah. I appreciate that, man. I think that's all I need here. I got all my orbs and everything. I mean, you can keep killing these guys if you want to. I don't mind. They're filthy orcs and they should probably just be put down, but other than that, we can leave. I'm gonna go turn these in, and then we are gonna finish up some of the solo stuff here. Oh, this is a way out, right. I always forget this is a way. I've never came this way or gone this way, but maybe I can. Maybe I will sneak out this way. I'm just gonna sprint. I'll see you. Thanks for the help. It's much appreciated. Yeah, I always forget that that's like a way into that place. Dragon's Bane, I think there's an untold number of people, and I include myself in this number, for whom if Classic didn't come out, like if we had never gotten Classic, I wouldn't be playing WoW either. I was at a point in BFA where like I couldn't even stay logged into the game without feeling nauseous.
Light bless you. For the
I think there's like an incredible number of people that fall into that category, even people who got back into retail after coming back for Classic, and maybe people who like maybe they do play retail now, but I think there's a huge number of people for whom if Classic had never existed today, they would not play World of Warcraft at all.
For the Alliance, go with honor, friend.
CNET, I can't believe you're still grinding AV, man. That's dedication.
Light bless you.
You're gonna burn yourself out of the entire game before TBC comes out by grinding AV. Or like you won't even want to play that character anymore.
Light bless you.
I'd be careful, sir.
Be careful.
I'd be careful. See, even the NPC said be careful. I would be careful. Those are your only two options, yes. You can either give up, or you can continue. Let's see. I don't know if we're gonna get belly grub. I don't know if we need belly grub. You know what? It's still green. It still shows as a green quest. I would love just to get it done. Lieutenant Fangor. Lieutenant Fangor is... He's in the stockades, right? No. Lieutenant Fangor is this guy. Okay, yeah, I can kill him. I probably should have went out and killed him right from Stonewatch Keep. That would have been really smart. I don't know if I'll bother going out there for that. We'll see. What do you guys think? Is it worth it for me to do anything else here, or should I just go to the Shimmering Flats? I think I just want to go to the Shimmering Flats. I don't know, like, all this stuff is green. I don't really want to do a bunch of low-level quests and get, like, no XP. We got the elite stuff done. I don't think I want to do more green quests. This character's too strong. We're too strong to do green quests, and it feels like a waste of our character power. Yeah, I don't want to do the green ones. I'm going to take us to, we got to get out to Kalimdor. Oh, we just missed the boat. No! It's okay, we can fish. We got to get out to Theramore. We're going to run through Dustswallow Marsh, and we're going to get ourselves down to the Shimmering Flats. Have I done Arathi Highlands? I have not. I have not, but I'm committed to this now. We will do Arathi Highlands, but in a couple levels. Arathi Highlands, level 31. Okay. See, there's just like, there's the one level 31 quest. I need to do Southshore. That's where I need to start. So what we'll do is we'll do Shimmering Flats. Then we'll do the level 30 through 32 stuff in Southshore and Arathi Highlands, the one quest. And by then we'll be like level 34. Maybe we'll have gotten some Scarlet Monastery runs in while I'm doing Southshore stuff. And then at like 34 or 35 we'll go to Stranglethorn. That would be a really, really nice leveling curve. So like Shimmering Flats, Southshore. While we're doing Southshore, we do some Scarlet Monastery. And like, yeah, like that should give us a lot of levels. And then when we're 34, then I'd like to go into Stranglethorn a little bit high level at level 34. That would be perfect if we can make that work out. Yeah, it would be cool to get the Arathi Highlands elite stuff done once we get to that point, because that's getting into the level range where we really need to be doing as many quests as we can. So yeah, getting those done would be nice. Your paladins parked at Scarlet Monastery. That's amazing. I can't wait till summoning stones are turned on. Man. Alright, I could actually fish if I wanted to. Seen that if you hit rank 11 in the PvP ranks, you get epic riding for 90 gold instead of 900 gold. So is that like 1,000% discount? Like what is that? What is it? It's not 1,000%, Robert. That's not how percents work. That's huge. But then again, like, you are putting in a lot of time to get rank 11. You know what I mean? But so it's good. That's really great because that's such a huge amount of gold. It's 90%. Yeah, but 1,000% sounds better. Listen, I can't do math. I could do math. I just can't think about math. That's all. I can solve for X. That's about it. I gotta get my new weapon out to my bar here. There it is. Okay. It's so much time. The funny thing is, if you figure out the time per hour, it's probably like you're making like 10 silver an hour, like towards the discounted amount. Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's a waste unless you just want the title or the mount. When the pre-patch hits, all the gear is purchasable by honor. Right. It's about the prestige. It's all about the prestige. Yeah, we can do some stuff in pre-patch, absolutely. That would be a way to switch things up around here, do some PvP. The amount of PvP that we've done on the stream is very, very negligible. As far as like organized PvP. Going through the dark portal with amazing gear. Am I just gonna be sad though? Listen, if I go through the dark portal and my gear is too good, then green is not the new purple. And, you know, there is a lot of joy. I don't know why there's joy in it. I just like, sometimes it just feels good to replace an epic with a green. We'll see though. Oh, see, wow, it's good till around level 64 or 65. CNET, that might ruin my TBC experience though. I know it sounds weird. It sounds weird, but I think that would ruin a lot of what I love about going through the dark portal, to be honest. There's such an excitement to get a scrub character. Like, you take this scrub level 60 character through the dark portal, and every single piece of quest loot you get is so freaking good. You're excited about like every quest turn in. It's like the only time in Classic that you're excited about the quest rewards is when you just take an absolute scrub into Outland. I don't think I want to gear up. I might not mind doing some PvP, but I don't think I want to gear up. Because I think it might sound crazy, but that's a huge joy for me. It's just like all the greens that are so incredible, and then getting that dungeon loot, that sweet dungeon loot from like Hellfire ramparts and stuff. No, I gotta go in as a scrub. I gotta go in as a scrub. I have to get the true TBC Classic experience. We'll get some gear, you know, like I'll probably do some stuff and get some gear, but if I wore the same gear that I walked through the portal with, if I wore that gear to level 64 or 65, that would depress the hell out of me. Alright, let's make sure we grab the flight point. You know, the first aid trainer is here. I don't think we're ready for them yet. But at least we'll have the flight point. Let's skill up as much as we can. I'm at 198. We're about to hit 200. I guess they're gonna teach us Mage Weave. Obviously we don't need Mage Weave yet. The majority of people might have been geared, but it was my true experience, because I only ever take scrubs through the dark portal. How dare you tell me that's not the true experience? The great thing about being a person is that we all have our own true experience. And you can't just like negate somebody else's by explaining that somebody else was different. My true experience is taking a scrub through the dark portal, because that's what I did originally, and that's what I did in Classic, and that's what I'm going to do in Classic again. So it's absolutely my true experience. Mm-hmm. I still don't know if I've ever seen the one-handed sword drop off that boss, have I? Not when I've needed it. I have more luck with the polearm dropping than like one-handed swords. Trauma surgeon, let's see.
How are you?
No, he's not ready for us yet. Someday soon. Alright, now we get to make the run through Dustwallow Marsh. This run can be dangerous, kind of. I think I've gotten killed a couple times on this run. We have Vanish, but we don't have a lot of reagents. I need to find a reagent vendor relatively soon. We can Vanish 3 more times, and then we're SOL. Going through the dark portal for the first time on your first character is such an incredible experience. It was really unlike anything else I've experienced in gaming. Just like in just like those first like 10 hours that you spend in Hellfire Peninsula, just like looking at the skybox and like everything is so different. Oh man, it's like peak. It's peak gaming. See, now you know a max level warrior with only 225 first aid? Who could that be? You better get on that, man. You're gonna be getting a Netherweave cloth soon. Outland's the best, yeah. And like, I don't mind Northrend. Northrend's okay, but in my opinion, Outland is better than Northrend. Grizzly Hills notwithstanding. Oh dear God. This is what I was talking about when I said like this could be dangerous. There's high level guys out here. I think we're gonna be okay. I'm not gonna blow Vanish unless I have like 3 or 4 guys hitting me. If I have 3 or 4 guys hitting me, then we're gonna Vanish out. What was that big creature? It's like a giant, think about like a giant hermit crab, okay? Just a man-sized hermit crab. Basically, the most terrifying thing I can imagine is what it is. I can't pronounce their name. It's like Makarura. I can't pronounce their name that they call them in the game, but it's basically a giant hermit crab. Oh no! Oh god! Not like this. Okay, we might Vanish with this guy. Oh man, am I gonna be able to do this off-road? I might have to get to the road to do this without a mount. I think I might have to get to a road. Oh, I'm nowhere near a road. Okay, let's just cross our fingers. And oh no, oh god. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. Okay, here's what we do. This is it. I still think this will be faster than following the road. Oh no. Oh, they can detect me? Well, that's not fair. Well, that's not fair at all. Where's the graveyard at this place? The graveyard is back in town. Okay. Okay. This might require a couple of spirit runs. Yeah, this might require a couple of spirit runs. We just gotta get like in this area, and then we'll be fine. I'm gonna try to just take like a straight line, and we'll keep track of how many spirit runs I have to do. Listen, they don't make it easy. You know, I guess how else could an Alliance player get to where we're going? We could go to Booty Bay. Also really hard to get to at this level, like running through Southern Stranglethorn at level 31, like, oh, that's a little bit sus. I guess that would be the only, like, safer way. Would be to go to Booty Bay, then go to Ratchet, and then just make the run from Ratchet. And then maybe you wouldn't have to deal with skull level mobs. I could have taken the road. And maybe on the road I could have avoided these problems. I don't know how safe the road is. We don't do a lot in Dustwallow Marsh before TBC hits. And then once TBC hits, they change, like, basically, I think they change a lot of the mob levels. And they add a bunch of quests. Like, 2 new hubs get added and some side quests out in the field get added. Alright, how did I get up here? I guess, like, getting to my corpse might now prove to be a problem. Since I'm not quite sure how I got up there to begin with. Maybe like this. Okay, yeah, that works. Do I want help? Not yet. It would be more trouble for someone to come out here and help me. I'm in the middle of nowhere. Patrick, good afternoon to you, buddy. Welcome to the stream. Can I eat while I'm in stealth? No. You cannot. Eating is not stealthy. Oh no! We must be a loud chewer. Let's pop this. Can I gouge you? Of course I can't gouge you. You're a skull level enemy. Why would I be able to gouge you? Oh yeah. Oh, this is never gonna work. Oh, this is doomed. Okay. That's never gonna. We gotta take the road. In this case, the road less traveled is the road, but we have to just take the road. All right. Yep, this is what we're doing. 10 minutes. It's going to take us at least 10 minutes to get the Shimmering Flats. Chaos, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us today. My son just delivered me some breakfast foods that my wife made. So I think I'm going to take this opportunity here to eat. This seems perfect. And we'll just enjoy our nice scenic run through Dustwallow Marsh, since this character probably won't do a lot here. This might be one of the only times that we see much of it. I am going to mute myself and turn off my camera, and I will see you guys on the flip side. Alright, so that was Dustwalla Marsh. And who knows when we'll be back there. Depends on what character this is when the pre-patch comes out. If we're still like level... Well, we probably will be higher than level 40 by the time pre-patch comes out. All of the quests that they add there are like level 35 to level 40. Kind of in that perfect range where you start to run out of things to do. But I think this character will be beyond that by January 13. Do I want a tabard? Don't waste the tabard on me. All I'm gonna do with a tabard is put it in my bank. Yeah, I've never worn tabards. In Classic Plus, I hope there's a way to put like the guild emblem. I want to be able to put the guild emblem onto my cloak. Or even like if we could do a small one like on a shoulder gear, like that would be cool functionality. Like I'd love for there to be a way to show off like the guild emblem. But I don't like tabards. I can't wear a tabard. Tabards ruin every single piece of gear. They're unforgiving. We need more options on how to display our crest. Yours is hot pink, purple, and lime green and sky blue. That sounds absolutely atrocious. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm sure that was the intention, and I will take a hard pass on basically all of those colors. He made it just for me. Right. Oh, all of my favorite colors together. Some of those colors are fine individually, but man, hot pink and lime green. You gotta drop those. Okay, cool. We're making progress. Our resurrection sickness is gone, so we can actually take hits now and not get killed immediately. Oh, you were joking. It's black and gold. Okay. I thought you were serious. My guild back in the day, they had a pink tabard with a white bunny on it. And you didn't have to wear it, but for like certain guild events, like if we went to raid, like if we went to do some PvP, like you go attack the other city, we would wear our tabard for that. And it was hot pink, white, with like a white bunny icon. The name of the guild was Frenzy. So it had nothing to do with hot pink or bunnies. But that was the tabard they made because it was, you know, it was funny. I guess. So it wouldn't, I guess what I'm saying is it wouldn't have surprised me if you did have an absurd one because, you know, I've been there, done that. Yeah, the resurrection sickness, like after level 10, if you res at a spirit healer, you get like massively debuffed. Your HP is really like cut in half. Like all of your stats are reduced. It makes it so you can't fight until the res sickness drops off of you. That's to encourage you to run back to your body instead of just talking to the spirit healer and then spawning right at her like I did. It encourages you to run back to your body so you don't have to wait out the res sickness. For me, it didn't matter because I didn't plan to fight during that time, but you can't fight with res sickness on. You'll get killed. The Feralus flight point. Oh man, way too late. That's not a connector to get me like north though, I don't think. Like I can take Gadgekstan back to Theramore, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, I totally missed it. Nice try though. I appreciate the effort. We'll make that run once we have a mount. You know, like once we have a mount, running from Gadgekstan over here is not going to be a really big deal. So we won't need to go to Feralus until we're level 40 anyway. I don't typically go to Feralus till I'm like level 42. So it should be okay. We need to find a reagent vendor. Maybe there's a reagent vendor down in Gadgekstan. Spurs for my boots for speed and an enchant for speed. Oh, that sounds really nice. And we still have a lot of hours before we get our mount, so it would be very useful. Very nice. I think most of these guys, if not everybody out here, will be giving us heavy leather. And then someday we'll go to Darnassus and we'll go to the bank and we will pull out a bunch of leather and we'll actually skill up our leatherworking. Someday before we go through the dark portal, we will do that. I've been banking all of my leather.
Hi, how are you?
Because I can't train the next leatherworking stuff apparently unless I go to the Night Elf City.
You have a great
For
day,
some
Rob.
reason they have a monopoly on high-level leatherworking. You'd think dwarves would be as proficient,
Off and away.
but apparently not.
Honored, I'm sure.
You got my attention. Here there. Watch your back. Be good.
Alright, I'm gonna drop the Redridge quest. We are not gonna be going back to Redridge. There we go. Blizzard just released that they banned 30k accounts for buying gold and boosting services. Oh no. And at the same time that I read that, we got lag. Oh, we haven't had stream lag in a long time. But yeah, we got a little bit of lag. This seems like maybe a YouTube issue. Let's do this. Alright, let's see if it's... I'm gonna hang out here, we'll see if the lag figures itself out. There we go. We're back in the green. It didn't last for long. If they banned 30,000 accounts, I mean, we don't really know how much that is in relative to, like, the population of WoW. We're assuming that there are, like, millions upon millions of accounts, but 30,000 is a lot. It's too bad, like, so when they're cracking down on boosting services, like, I don't know if that's having an effect on, like, a lot of the bots, hopefully. Hopefully that would be a world with less botting. No, Dragon's Bane, it was on YouTube's end. It looks like we're good now, though. It's the first time we've had any kind of issues since I started up streaming again for the holiday break. Alright, let's take this guy's quest and let's go just start running in circles and killing everything in sight.
Greetings, traveler.
Mage bots are bad? Oh, yeah. Ugh, it's just a problem, I guess. I'm always kind of oblivious to it. Like, I don't do a lot at 60, so I guess, like, I don't see a lot of the bots. I think sometimes I see bots and I just don't even acknowledge them as being bots. But yeah, apparently it's just gonna continue to be a problem. Alright, we're gonna get our elixirs going, we're gonna get poisons going, we're gonna get buff food up. We are gonna do all the good player stuff before I start fighting too much. If somebody has a dampen magic buff up, then chances are it's a bot. Okay, that's a very specific thing. Even when I have that spell, I never remember to cast it on myself, so I guess maybe that makes sense. I'm going to try to avoid the level 35 turtles. And we are going to have to find some of the lower level ones. Alright, here's some lower level turtles. These ones, well, that's level 34, that's level 30. So we're just gonna keep looking for the level 30 and 31 guys. Dragon's Bane, do I need to put a trigger warning on the video title? Drew, good afternoon, buddy. Welcome to the stream. You don't have to be behind the mob to use cheap shot. Oh. Really? Oh. Thank you. You know, I clearly thought so, but you know, at the same time, to be fair, I don't need to be behind them, but I do still need to be in stealth. But so, like, for non-aggressive mobs, it makes sense just to, like, hit them in the face with it. But if I'm trying to creep up on an aggressive mob, I'm gonna end up behind them anyway, I guess. It's good to know, though, and I definitely didn't think about that for non-aggressive mobs. Oh yeah, do you whisper me? Yeah, I never see whispers. I don't have my immersion tab set up to see whispers. Let me see if I can find you. Level 34 turtles are no joke. Oh my god. I'll just find you in guild. Boop. I can whisper you from there. I have this thing in my main hand and this thing in my offhand. There you go. Amy, the storm is rather intense. It's now a hail-rain mixture. Oh, good. Yeah, we've been getting, like, freezing rain here all day today. And it's creating, like, coats of ice over things, and now I guess it's just getting worse. I saw we might get some, like, lightning. We might actually get some lightning, so... don't be shocked if you hear thunder outside. Zap, you're in Fenton, and it's rough there as well. Yeah. Ugh, at least we don't have anywhere to go today. You know, nobody has to leave the house to work, and school is still on break. So thankfully, we don't have to drive. We just have to hope that this stuff ends and doesn't come back soon. My inventory's full. There are down branches and stuff in the neighborhood. Oh, you know what's happening is, yeah, the ice is making the stuff really heavy, right? I saw that our tree was basically coated with, like, a layer of ice. Luckily, we don't have any trees near the house anymore. And I think the only branches from the front trees that could even block our driveway, I think those have already fallen in the past. So I don't think that we should be affected by anything. Unless the entire tree out front comes down, then maybe. Well, there's no power lines out front, though. If power lines come down, it won't be because of a tree near us. Let's head back to town, and we have to dump all of my junk. Tough break for the Lions this year. Yeah, I mean, when you come into a game and you completely choke, that's the end of your season, so. They looked like the Lions of yesteryear, just completely, it looked like they were just so nervous they just couldn't play properly. I was glad I didn't watch it. Thankfully we had some family over, and I didn't even start paying attention to the game until like the second half. And then like in 10 minutes I watched 2 turnovers happen, and I understood that we were going to lose the game. So it's okay. There's always next year. You can't always be a winner. Starlord, welcome to the stream. Good morning to you, and thanks for joining us.
Time is money, friend.
Time is money, friend. These Firefin Snappers and the Oily Blackmouth, I know at some points in time they sell on the auction house. On this server, they don't sell for anything. So we are going to dump them in favor of having just more space. I don't need wool anymore. I don't need linen anymore. Turtle meat I'm going to hold on to, because turtle meat I can turn in for the quest in Southshore, and turtle meat will eventually be cooking a lot of that to level up our cooking. So Lucine longsword I can sell. Melon juice we don't need. That should be good. A mana potion I don't need. Yeah, that's good. We'll use the agility scroll on ourselves. A more powerful spell is already active. Oh, because I have the elixir. I thought you could stack elixirs and scrolls, but I guess it's an either or. I did not know that. In that case, we'll just sell it.
Glad I could help.
Alright, back into the fray we go. So I'm hoping we don't lose power or internet, but obviously by the conversation we just had, we're having some inclement weather here, some ice storms. And apparently some limbs of trees are already down, so we should be okay. But if I just go offline and don't come back, well, it was probably a power outage or an internet outage. And if that happens, then I'll see y'all tomorrow. This is an EU realm. This is Thunderstrike EU. Looks like our poison fell off of our main hand weapon. And we have still 29 charges on the offhand. Just because the main hand hits so much more frequently. Okay, this is fun. Let's pop evasion. Let's pop a blade flurry. Alright, so we are done with scorpions. And now we just need everything else. Whoops. Belmont, disregard that. I was trying to say thank you to the person who just tossed me a fortitude. But thank you too, buddy. Thank you too, but disregard that PM. Nice, that is level 32. Let's take a look at our talent points here. What were we doing? We were about to go into sword specialization. So what does this do exactly? It gives a 1% chance to get an extra attack on the same target after dealing damage with your sword. Oh, it's like a very small percent for just an extra attack swing to go off. Okay. Yeah, I think we're gonna basically always be using swords. So I feel like this is worth it. And that is what we're gonna do. Looks like we have a level 31 orc shaman out here. Going after the same quest.
be seeing you.
Greetings. Very well then.
Seen it, I'll be here. I will be here, at least for the next little while. Still got a lot of basilisks to kill. Still have to find a bunch of vulture bones. I feel like as an expert on poisons, the rogue should automatically be able to make an anti-venom. We should just have some kind of like default ability, like on a cooldown, to like make an anti-venom to cure poisons. Maybe then we'd have too many cool and useful things. Katinos, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us. John, welcome to the stream and thanks for being here. Alright, so I think the only thing we have left to do is to go after the last type of gazer, the Saltstone Gazer Basilisk. Those are going to be south of town, so let's go turn everything in, and then we'll wrap this one up, and after that we'll go grab the Gadgekstan flight point. And I think we'll basically be done here. And from here we will make our way to Southshore. Our Hearthstone's still set back in Deepwater Tavern, so that's going to make it pretty easy, and we should already have the Southshore flight point, because we've done SFK in the past. CNET, if I get to the point where I've killed all the basilisks, I'll just wait for you down in Gadgekstan. Since, well, if you have the flight point, you'll probably fly in down there anyway.
Need assistance? You have a great day now. Off and away. Be seeing you.
Interest you on the point? Off with you.
Wayne, thanks for joining us today. I appreciate it. Hope your day gets better.
Time is money, friend. Keep it real. Very bad.
Primordial Synapse, welcome. Thanks for being here today. Alright, basically all of our buffs are about to roll off. So let's just put everything back up, including our poisons, before we do anything else. All of these ones are like level 35. So these are going to be longer fights. You got booted from Classic 10 times today? Any advice? I mean, call your ISP. Maybe it's an internet issue. That's really all I can think of. Yeah, let's do elixirs next. And then we'll do poisons. Thousand Needles was good before Kata. Unfortunately, only Horde really got to do a lot of questing in Thousand Needles before Kata. The only thing we really get to do on Alliance is these Shimmering Flats quest. At least we have that. We're gonna pop Blade Flurry here. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, hey, CNET. I thought somehow I killed that guy in like 2 hits. Good timing, buddy. It's really unfortunate that you look like a gnome, but that's okay. It's in the holiday spirit. What have you got for us? Let's take a look. Nice. CNET, you're amazing. Minor speed increase on the boots, 13 agility on the boots, 59 top end on the offhand, 72 top end on the main hand, both with fiery weapon. That's amazing. I really appreciate it. Very, very kind of you, especially to run out here and take your time to travel to us. Can I can't, oh yeah, I can equip these now. The offhand I have to wait till level 33. Wow, that's like a lot more top end. Oh, you know what? It's because it's a slower weapon. And that's, I think that's what we want in our main hand, right? Is a slower weapon and then a faster weapon in our offhand. Very cool. And then the boots we can put on right now. We're going from 5 agility boots to 13 agility, 6 stam with a speed increase. So that's enormous. I'm glad I didn't buy boots today. Thanks, man. Very nice. We gotta put poisons back up here on the main hand. It's really cool looking too. Nice. Excellent. Alright, let's continue slicing stuff up. William, I appreciate that. Thanks for joining us and hanging out with the stream today. I think having a slow main hand weapon is actually pretty important for a rogue. I never, people have explained to me the mechanics of why. It might have something to do with how the poisons work. But yeah, I think we're supposed to have a slow main hand, fast offhand. Maybe it's the other way around, I don't know. This seems like a DPS improvement, obviously. Yeah, okay, so we do want the slow main hand. Alright, we are done with that one. I'm gonna... Well, let's just turn this one in, and then after that we'll go get the Gajikstan flight point. And I think we might be done here for now. We'll hearth back to Deepwater Tavern. And from there we're gonna go to Southshore. Start doing some stuff out that way.
I've been expecting.
Yeah, see, right now, technically, the offhand that we have right now is technically too slow for us. Well, they're both 2.2. You know, it's not 1.4, but it's gonna have to work. We're gonna use swords. I don't know how many. We might be able to find swords that are faster than that, but I feel like a lot of weapons that are faster than that are daggers, and we're not using daggers. I think the biggest mistake I had up until this point was I'm pretty sure our main hand weapon was faster than our offhand weapon until now. At least now the main hand is slower than the offhand. Yeah, I assume these were our best options, right? Can't always be perfect. Okay, we got the flight point. Is there anything else I want? You know what I want to do? I want to throw some stuff into the bank while we're here. That would be a good... We'll throw some of our leather, actually all of our leather, into the bank. Alright. That looks good.
Glad I could help.
And now we can hearth back to Menethil Harbor. Have I done the quest for Thistle Tea? I don't think so. Don't think I did.
Can I help you? See you around.
Okay, there are a lot of quests here, but I think right now we're only going to be doing specific quests. So let's see. Yeti fur cloak we can do. That's level 34.
Need help? Go with honor, friend.
And we also have a limited quest log. We are at 17 out of 20. Here's our breadcrumb.
What can I do for you or the Alliance?
What is
Go
this?
with honor, friend.
Where did that go? That is a level 38 elite quest. We are not going to work on that right now. We will think about that much, much later. Same thing with Crush Ridge Bounty is level 36. I don't think we do that one right now. Hints of a New Plague is a breadcrumb over into Arathi. Here we go. This should be a Murloc quest.
Can I help you?
We'll do the Murloc and Naga quest. And the turtle meat, we might already have some turtle meat. We have 8 out of 10. So that's pretty big. Then again, the turtle meat quest is supposed to be like a big grind quest, so I don't really know that that gets us a lot of XP. What else do we have? Syndicate Assassins we can probably grab. Level 33.
Greetings. Light bless you.
Alright, and I think that's really all we want to take for now. Looks like we gotta re-up our buff food. 53 charges on the main hand and 46 charges of poison left on the offhand, so we should be good there for a little while. Have I thought about doing battlegrounds while leveling up? Not while leveling up. Although in TBC I want to get into some PvP. And I want to do battlegrounds in TBC and I want to do some arenas. And I think I'll really enjoy that on the rogue. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, in Classic you have to be at a PvP queue NPC. So yeah, you can't, like, later on in different versions of WoW you can run around and you can queue up. And then you can just catch your queue. I don't even know when they changed that. If it was maybe like Cataclysm, by the time you could run around and just auto queue for Battlegrounds. If you were to hit a really bad bottleneck, you know, with doing quests, you'd want to go do some dungeons, or you can just grind. Grinding is a great way to gain some levels in Classic, because overall most of your experience as you level up comes from kills anyway. So you just find some mobs that are like pretty easy to deal with for your class, and at a decent level, and then you just take a couple hours and you kill them. I probably should have emptied my inventory before you left town. And we're also picking up a bunch of clams.
Well met. Be careful. What are you looking for? For the Alliance.
Necromancy, I appreciate that. Thanks for being here and hanging out with the stream today. I wonder if we had to take special lessons to learn how to swim stealthily. Since it's like a different type of locomotion.
something. See you later.
Well, that was fun. Somebody pulled the last one off of us. This human warrior here helped us out a little bit. I think we would have survived, but it would have been really close. Whoops. I tried to sap one of them, and I think I fat fingered it. We are done with the quest, so we are going to run away. Okay, before we do anything else, I want to take a quick break and stretch my legs and refill my coffee. So I'm going to go do that, and I will see you guys in a bit. Alright, we are back. I think we're gonna go after Naga next. Then we'll finish up with the turtle meat, and then we'll hunt the assassins.
Hey there. For the Alliance. Be careful. See you later. Have a good one. Can I help you? Be careful.
Have I read any Terry Brooks or David Eddings novels? I've read some Terry Brooks. I read like the first few trilogies of the Shannara series. And then I read some of like the Genesis of Shannara series, which was pretty good. Never read any David Eddings though. Alright, there we go. A Naga have been dealt with. We'll go turn this in and then we're after turtles. You know, we might be able to just go after the turtles before we go back to town. And after that, I think we'll head north and we'll go after some Yeti. We have the Syndicate people in the hills, and then we also have a quest to grab, this one right here for Mountain Lions. And that's level 34, but I think we can do that one as well while we're here. Well, there we go. All we had to do was kill one turtle. He dropped the last 2 pieces of meat that we need. Because we got a lot of the meat when we were out in Shimmering Flats, killing the turtles out that way. So that works out.
You need something?
For the Alliance. What can I do for you? See you around.
Good day to you. See you later. What can I do for you? Safe travels.
Alright, let's go after the Yeti first. Let's at least check out the Yeti situation. Sometimes there's so many people there between Horde and Alliance killing Yeti that it's completely overfarmed. And if that's the case, we'll just move on to something else. Yeah, nobody look at their feet. If you look at the Yeti's feet, you'll never be able to look away. It's something you can never unsee once you've seen it. At least they don't keep wiggling after they die. That would be really creepy. You weren't looking until I said something? Exactly, exactly. Now you're getting the idea. Have we run RFK? No, we haven't. Such a pain in the butt for Alliance characters to do that. Especially before TBC comes out when we have summoning stones. On Alliance, a lot of times I avoid the Kalimdor dungeons. Eventually here in a couple levels we'll be doing a lot of Scarlet Monastery. Insociate me, good evening to you and welcome to the stream. A calorie-free holiday. As a human being, you can't really have a calorie-free day. At least you shouldn't. I would not advise having a calorie-free day. Since calories are like the unit of energy that we use to motivate our human forms. I don't know, I never overeat, so... Alright, all of my buffs have rolled off and I didn't notice. Yeah, it's getting a little bit crowded here. I just don't like going long periods of time between being able to fight something. Every second that I'm just running around, we're not gaining XP, so... It's kind of like we're wasting time. Maybe we'll go north and go after the Syndicate people, then come check on this afterwards. If the respawn rate would crank up a little bit, that'd be very helpful. There's only about 6 people in this cave alone. Yeah, I think we might move on and then come back. If we go north, we can go after the Mountain Lions and the Syndicate. Esme, welcome to the stream and happy Friday to you. Thanks for joining us today. A hunter's a great class in Classic. You have like no downtime. With the pet, your character hardly ever gets hit, so you don't have to worry about healing up. You have mana, but your auto shot and your pet are strong enough that even if you're out of mana, you can still do pretty good damage. I would say like Hunter is probably one of the easiest classes to play, and then it's a little bit more difficult to master. Because with Hunters, you have to learn about pet abilities, and you have to train your pet skills. There's like a little bit of extra homework to do on like Hunter pets. But aside from that, really smooth, really easy to play. This quest is incredibly farmed out. It's hard to believe how many people are here running back and forth doing this one. Alright, one more hulking mountain lion and we'll be done with this one, and then we'll move on to the syndicate. There we go. Oh my gosh, I'm out of poison materials. This is the last deadly poison that I have, and I can't make more. I still have 7 instant poison and some crippling poison. But yeah, we're all out of deadly poison until I can get to a poison reagents vendor. And the only way I know how to find those is by going to a main city, so either Ironforge or Stormwind. It's gonna have to be in our future sometime very soon. In the meantime, if I have to, I'll just put instant poison on both weapons. It's not gonna be a deal breaker. Maybe we're gonna have the same problems with this quest. There is a quest item on the table we can grab while all these mobs are dead. Quest log is full. Yeah, that's not gonna work for me. What am I gonna drop here? I'm probably just not gonna bother with that one. There we go. If I want to get the quest done quickly, I have to take this group. Like, I literally don't have a choice if I want to get any tags. It's a bummer because, you know, we're not going to get any kill XP this way. There we go. That's level 33. We'll pop another point into sword spec. I can't believe the respawn rate is doing absolutely nothing with as many people that are here killing these guys. There's got to be another place to find these enemies. Apparently just these 2 plateaus. And they're farmed out at each of them. I guess we must be in prime time right now. What time is it on the server? It's 9:30 server time. Yeah, we probably aren't going to be able to get a lot of other things done out here today. With all the people on. Nothing like 3 warriors simultaneously charging the same enemy. Yeah, when I first get on, there's not typically a lot of people on the server because it's earlier in the day. But then, as the afternoon draws on, it gets more and more populated. Alright, that was a pretty good respawn. We need one more footpad. There we go. Alright, let's go try to finish up the Yeti quest. For some reason, a lot of my quests are like just not tracking themselves. Like they were tracking and then they stopped tracking. Like this one we were tracking and it just randomly stopped. We probably don't want to aggro the Horde guards. That would suck. Fiery Fox, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us today. How am I liking the rogue? I have really been loving it. It's going to be my main raiding character going into TBC. We might have to tackle this quest at the beginning of a stream before it's 9:30 server time and like everybody's online. But this population of Yetis does not support all of us getting 10 Yeti fur. Just not enough respawns, not enough mobs. And the drop rate's not really great. Yeah, I don't think there's any way we get this done right now. Seems very unlikely. When are they launching TBC? The pre-patch comes out on the 13th. As for when we walk through the Dark Portal, somebody said it was like the 25th or something. I don't think they ever posted a blue post to confirm that, so I don't know if there's a real release date or not. So, but the pre-patch comes out on the 13th. Typically you get a 2 to 4 week pre-patch. Yeah, I don't see anything about an actual day when the Dark Portal opens. Somebody claimed that it was like the 25th, but I don't see that on Wowhead anywhere, so hard to say. Why are they re-releasing TBC? Because the Anniversary Realms are kind of like a progression server. It's not uncommon for MMOs to have like a progression server that starts back at the base game and then goes through the expansions. EverQuest has been doing this for years. Just a chance for people to see the content as it was released in order, you know? Because people want it, you know? People wanted it, so we got it. That's it. They haven't put out a release date. I didn't think so. I forget who it was that popped in yesterday and tried to convince me that there was a release date. And then said that they would find a blue post, and then they never spoke again. So, yeah. And speaking of that, because they were like marked as a moderator. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. There we go. Problem solved. Couple other changes I could make here. Alright, sorry. There we go. Yeah, so Yetis, we might wait on Yetis for tomorrow. I think I'd rather try to do that at the beginning of a stream when there's less people running around here. Just the anniversary realms. That's it, the anniversary realms are the most recent progression. That's all. It's not hard. There's classic era realms right now that are just frozen in classic era. And then there's the anniversary realms. And the anniversary realms are the current progression realms. That's all. And the anniversary realms are the ones that are going to go into TBC on the 13th. But then if you're a person that just likes playing classic era and you want to live in classic era forever, those servers still exist. And you're still free to do that. Yeah, they definitely shouldn't rush it. That's what I was like, yeah, because the date I was given would have been a 2-week pre-patch. I think they're going to do at least a 4-week pre-patch. I don't think we're going to get another 2-week pre-patch for TBC. Everyone was pretty annoyed the first time around when we only had 2 weeks.
Be careful.
So I can't imagine them doing the exact same thing. My quest log is just borked. Let's go turn this one in. Right now, Progression Classic is on Mista Pandaria. So you have Classic Era Classic, you have Mista Pandaria Classic, and you have Anniversary Realms.
Hey there.
So I guess technically 3 different ways to play Classic Era.
See you later.
See, now I might be on Sunday. I don't think there's any games on Sunday that I'm gonna care about. So it's very likely that I'll be on for a few hours on Sunday. And by then I should probably be level 35 or so by then at least. We should be able to do a bunch of Scarlet Monastery.
For the Alliance, light bless you. Be careful. Honor, friend. For the Alliance. Light bless you.
Alright, guys, on that note, I am out of time for today. So I'm going to park it right here at the inn. Tomorrow we'll finish up with the Yeti for Cloak, and we'll do some stuff over in the Arathi Highlands. And after that, we'll be starting our journeys in Stranglethorn. So yeah, thank you all very much for hanging out with me today. I really do appreciate all the support. And as always, take care of yourselves out there in the real world, and take care of each other. And we will see you back in Azeroth very soon. Bye for now.